What's up, everybody? This is the Messed Up to Setups podcast. I'm comedian Michael Halcomb, and today I have with me comedian Mack Dryden. He's appeared in numerous feature films and TV shows, including several appearances on The Tonight Show, featured roles on Jag and The Guardian. He's performed in every U.S. state and in places like China and Australia. And before becoming an entertainer, he was an award-winning journalist and maybe more importantly, a black belt in karate in his home state of Mississippi. This guy, he's suffered a terrible stay in an African prison, and he has actually been kicked repeatedly in the backside by Chuck Norris. He's got a book out, and we're going to get to hear all about his stories. You are not going to want to miss this, so stick around.
It's all messed up, yeah, everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.
What's up, everybody? I'm comedian Michael Halcomb, and this is the Messed Up to Setups podcast. Back with me on the show today, comedian Mack Dryden. This dude is an anthology of comedy history. Dude's hilarious. He's appeared in numerous films and TV shows, been on The Tonight Show, been in Jag. He's been on in The Guardian, and he's performed in every single state in the United States, as well as other countries, China and Australia. He's an award-winning journalist. He's used to be a black belt. I guess he's still a black belt karate champion in his home state of Mississippi. He's even been in an African prison. We didn't talk about that last night, but we probably should this time. Survived 2 deadly diseases, 1 near fatal marriage. And he's been kicked by Chuck Norris, and he's also got a book out. So this is part 2. If you missed part 1 of our interview, make sure you go back and check that out. But we're going to have Mack Dryden back here on the show, and I hope you stick around. Mack, it's good to have you back on the show. Thank you so much.
Great to be here, Michael. Thanks.
Yes, I love it. You even got that, you got that Kentucky kind of accent now, man. You don't sound like you lived in L.A. for 30 years.
Oh, no, you can take the boy out of Mississippi, where I learned to talk. You know, I learned to talk in Mississippi years ago, and yet it sticks with me. It's really hard for me not to. I can,
Do you think it's a mix of? You think it's a mix of Mississippi and Kentucky, or just straight Mississippi at this point?
I don't know. I think it's a mix of everywhere I've ever been in my life.
Yeah.
Probably. I know when I go back to Mississippi to visit friends and family, I have to tone down my accent just a little bit, or I have to turn up my Southern accent. Otherwise, they'll think I'm putting on airs, But you try to fit in wherever you live.
Right.
I lived in New York for a while. Will never have a New York accent, but that used to amuse fellow comedians up there when I'd talk about that. My sugar, so and so. Do all the
that's great.
the Jewish catchphrases and all in that Southern accent.
Yeah, yes.
I told him.
Oh, man,
He was kvetching. I said,
I
no.
love it. I hear a little bit of Kentucky in there.
Oh, do you?
Kentucky. Yeah, I hear.
I would not doubt it at all. Although my immediate
Um,
neighbors,
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
yeah. Do you live more near the city in Louisville rather than like in a more rural area?
Yeah, I live in town pretty much.
Yeah,
It's
right.
a great old neighborhood. The houses in my immediate neighborhood were built in the late 1800s and early 20th century. Our house where we're sitting, 1830.
Wow.
So
All right.
it's funky and nice and wonderful. Love it.
Nice. Well, in our first episode, we got to hear about your journey through comedy and got some tips and some incredible stories. And in part 2 of these episodes, I love these because we kind of really pull back the curtain on the joke writing and just kind of workshop some stuff. And sometimes we get gold nuggets out of this. Sometimes maybe bronze. Sometimes just rocks. But it's fun to let people in on this and see it in real time. Nothing planned ahead of time. And so the idea is just to have comedians bring a premise they have, or something they've been working on, and then see if we can workshop it together, bounce ideas back and forth.
Well, I've
So
got a doozy.
all right, what are you working on? I'm gonna
I've
I'm
got
gonna
a
take
doozy
notes
here.
here too. Yeah.
I have done shows in practically every situation you can imagine, but I just got thrown a curveball because I've never done this. There is well, I'll drop a name and at the same time set it up. One of my best friends in the world is a man named David Sheffield, who was from Biloxi, Mississippi. I ran track against him and didn't know it back in the day. And he ended up being the head writer on Saturday Night Live for 3 years. And when we both moved out to LA, we became friends. And after he retired from Hollywood, he wrote a play and he asked me to be in it. And and we performed it in Oxford, Mississippi, where I went to school, Ole Miss. And the stage manager, a lady named Naomi, was at every rehearsal in the middle of that whole scene. I was there for about 7 weeks, got to know her very well. And I got a call from her out of nowhere to tell me that she has cancer and it's terminal. And she doesn't know exactly how long she has, but she knows it's imminent. And she is going to throw basically a living funeral party for herself.
Wow.
And she's already hired a band. She's already told me about the fabulous food spread she's going to have. She has asked David to host a Sunday roast of her. And she's asked me to do stand up at this party.
Wow.
So I started jotting things, but I hope it spins into an idea or two from you, because I, honest to God, don't know where to go with this. I mean, I'm not going to do the whole thing about the situation.
Right.
I'm going to do stand up too,
Right.
but obviously I have to, So, all right, here's a couple of notes I made. I've opened shows for a lot of celebrities, worked on cruise ships and in fancy casinos, but I confess this is the first time I've served as a pre-need funeral comedian. Okay. Until Naomi called me, I didn't know there was such a thing, even though I have died a miserable death on stage many times. I've often been preceded in death by an awful opening act, and it's great to have so many people I love in the audience today. So if I bomb, I hope I go peacefully surrounded by loved ones. So you're laughing, I hope, not just in sympathy, but
I think those are good.
Oh, good. I've been cautioned that if I insult the guest of honor too deeply, 6 beefy guys in suits will carry me out of here in a pine box. So I want to avoid that. So the floor is open for ideas.
Yes. Yes, I like this. This is an interesting it's an interesting situation, and it's very unique. And I think, just the fact that she's hired you, I mean, to do stand up at this event, I think, all bets are off in a sense. I think you can go whatever direction you want there. I do like some of the jokes that you already got there. I like the pallbearers joke at the end. I think that's a really good joke. And then Of course, the I've died a miserable death on stage. That's a good one. And then I've been preceded by. But
Preceded in death.
yes, I've been preceded in death. I wonder there. I mean, you said David Sheffield's going to host, and you could just do a little jab at him there, even. For example, David Sheffield.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's
You
good.
know, that could be a little knock on him, a little roast of him so far.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah. So thinking of other ideas here. Um,
Yeah, it's go ahead. I'm not to interrupt
no,
you. I was just gonna.
no, you go
I was
ahead.
trying to think. I read a couple of. I looked up some obits, to get back into the nomenclature, the words
Yeah,
that are associated with funerals. I thought about. Let's see. I've been an opening act and a headliner, but I've never been part of the arrangements.
yeah, yep.
That's one of the word, but that's not a great joke. Um, can you think of how to or
Yeah. I before we do that, I just had an idea too. What if you I don't know that the whole thing needs to be in the shape of a eulogy, but at the
no?
end, make just like a little eulogy. An idea. I've been in ministry for 20 plus years to get one of those little black ministers books that has the funeral service layout in it, and you'll find all sorts of
Oh yeah,
stuff like that.
references. Yeah.
Yes, a minister's book for funerals. Think, yeah, there's literally a minister's manual for funerals, and
Huh.
you can buy one. You can buy one on Amazon. I think those would be good. I also think it's kind of funny that they have revised editions of the minister's manual for funerals.
Yeah.
That
Yeah. It has.
that's funny to me.
The drill
Um,
has not changed that much. Yeah.
exactly,
Uh,
exactly. Um, so I think those are interesting. Could you go back to that opening, the one we were just thinking about, the arrangements? That's what you're. I haven't been part of the arrangements. Um,
yeah. Did you know? Did, did that resonate? Did you know what I was saying? I mean, what
yeah,
I
I
was
know what
trying
you're
for?
saying.
Okay,
I
because
think people will. I think people will get that. Yeah. Uh, I wonder if you could do something too, like about this is the worst opening act I've ever followed, terminal cancer, or
Phew.
something about something about terminal
Yeah.
cancer being a tough act to follow.
Oh, that's
Um,
good. Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. Uh,
um,
all right.
yeah, I
Well,
think it's hilarious, dude. Most people, all right, so yeah, I've been in ministry for a long time. Most people are nervous about planning their own funeral. Like
yeah,
they don't want to do it. They avoid it, you
they
know.
do.
And it's like they're kids, like that. They have to force them to plan it. Yet this lady, she's like gone above and beyond, and not just planning, but she's sitting there judging your set. I think that's funny too. If you could go some direction with that. A living funeral. That's kind of an interesting
Yeah.
idea.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
what there's no Hallmark card for this. What do you say? Sorry for your upcoming loss.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good.
best
Uh,
wishes on your timeline.
uh,
Um,
woo. Yeah.
um, yes. And her name's Naomi, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
Naomi.
Is that a biblical name? It
It
sounds
is a
like it.
biblical name. Yeah, it is. It's totally a Bible name. Yeah, Ruth and Naomi. It's in the book of Ruth. Um,
Okay.
uh, Yeah, so she's either very secure in her identity or very masochistic. She wants
Yeah.
people to roast her. Maybe both. Yeah, I think this is interesting. So what were the pallbearers? That's kind of interesting. Um, I wonder if you should have people raise a glass. That's kind of an interesting thing as well. I don't know. Um, I love this idea though that she's this is something like I would want to do. I'd want to have, comedy at my funeral. But
Yeah.
the living funeral is awesome. It's a cool idea. Um because we've all lamented, um we wish we would have said things to people before they went.
Yeah.
Um I wonder if there's even a joke there. We all wish would have said things to people uh before they passed. Um yeah. Living funeral, what is that? A typo? Living will, living room. Oh, I'm just is she a trendsetter? What's going on here?
Yeah.
what what if you I mean you're obligated if somebody invites you to a living funeral. How do you say no to that?
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
That's hilarious. I RSVP'd, yes. Um, sorry, what do you say if you can't make it? Sorry, I got a thing. I can't make it to your death party. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. This is uh boy, I thought of
this,
something. The yeah, yeah, you get a little nervous when the dearly departed is looking at you. Uh,
yeah,
yeah,
yes, yeah. Well, you can also do when you were talking about bombing earlier. You could tie into that. The pressure for this is real. Living funeral. It's like if I do well, Naomi will remember it. If I bomb, she'll also remember it for however long she's got.
oh, yeah,
I like that punt for however long she's got. Um, yes, I've performed. You mentioned too, right? I've performed at weddings or I don't know cruise ships. Parties, birthdays, and this is kind of like those, but in reverse or backwards, right? Instead of at a wedding, right? The beginning of your life together. Here it's the end of your life, period. That kind of thing.
yeah,
Still got a DJ though.
yeah,
Still got a band. Still got a
yeah.
band though. Yeah. So I think this is fun, dude. Do you don't have like a close relationship with her, do you? Like it's just
No, no,
yeah.
we
All
we
right.
we had a professional relationship, and but still, in fact, I'm going to have to ask some things about her from other people, um, to so I won't be going in completely blind, you know.
Yeah.
Uh, she was she was very professional, on time, always did her job to the max. She was very, you could count on her. Um,
That plays in it too. She's professional, orderly, on time. This is like the greatest example of that. Like, dude, she was a stage manager, right?
she's yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And she's
yeah. She not only uh, yeah, she goes the other way. She's a little early on this party, but uh,
yes. Yes, exactly. Um, yeah. So in this one, yeah, she's more than on time. She's a little early. I like that. Wondering too if you could do like any stage manager kind of jokes here. Um, that's kind of interesting to me. To like come that makes it really like personal to her. Um, I think. So trying to like think of some stuff about stage managers.
Well, just the idea that what Naomi is a great stage manager, really takes control. Uh,
Yes.
but you've really you've taken it a step a little far here now.
Yes.
uh,
She,
we weren't all ready for this. Uh,
that's right. She's got a run sheet, right? Cue times. Band 7:15, roast 7:45, crying 8:30. Um,
yeah, there you go.
um, yeah, let's see. She's a stage manager. Stage managers, right? They're kind of control freaks. So you have like that angle too. Most people don't get to control their own funeral, but she does.
Yeah.
She probably has notes for the pallbearers, right? Lift on 3, not 2, 3, right? We rehearsed this. That's kind of we
Oh
rehearsed
yeah,
this.
yeah.
uh, I like that. Um, I think working in the eulogy thing too, if you could have some, I think that would be a killer close. Like to have some short eulogy for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. What else? A timeline for dying. That's kind of interesting. I mean, a timeline. Who makes a timeline for dying? Yeah. I mean, and what a privilege and a luxury that is. To be able to do that, right? Let's see. What would a eulogy? Have you ever done an actual eulogy in ever? Have you done something like that?
Uh, I did for my dad. I did the. Uh, in fact, me and my brother. Uh, I should send you that link because it's the funniest funeral in Jackson County history.
Oh wow.
Uh, yeah, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Okay.
Something
It's
like that. If you've got the experience with a eulogy and more or less like even more a funny eulogy, dude. That's
Well, the thing
um
is, it was different with Dad because basically all I did was I was taking notes for years because my dad was, as I said, a very funny man. um, and I just repeated things that he had said, and just got laughs for 10 minutes. He was he was something. Tell me if you've heard this before because I thought it was pretty original. Uh, this true story. We're headed to the uh, garage one day. Mom had sent us on some kind of honeydew to Dad's shop with his tools and everything. And he's late 80s. He's got his cane. And he said, "You know, son, the older I get, the more exercise I get." I said, "Yeah, how's that, Dad? How's that work?" He says, "Well, sometimes I go out to the shop 5 or 6 times before I remember what it is I'm going out there for."
that's good.
Which, yeah, it is. It's a good. I mean, and that was original as far as I know. I know that memory jokes for old people are old hat, but the way he put it, he put a great twist on it. Uh,
Hmm,
but it was not. Um, the preachers did the religious stuff, and my brother and I did the funny
right.
stuff. And
Hmm. I wonder too, because you got a guy from you could do you mentioned like Naomi went these are the whole 9 yards, she's got the fancy food, the band, somebody from Saturday Night Live. She went the whole 9 yards, and then me. Just a little
yeah,
self-deprecating humor.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's too hack, I don't know, but um yeah.
No, any kind of self-deprecation is a good thing to start with. Um, but well, it might go that way. Um, I was I didn't know whether to be flattered or horrified that she had chosen me for her funeral. Uh, uh,
Yeah, this is
you know,
good. I mean, this is like dress rehearsal for her funeral. Maybe that'd be another dress rehearsal as far as like stage manager,
Oh, yeah.
or tech rehearsal. I don't know, whatever you call it. Yeah,
For the real thing, yeah.
or like, I mentioned a minute ago, like, stage managers have they're like control freaks, right?
Yeah,
Um, or the idea of like a god complex, right? They control everything, right? Light and sound and entrances and exits. And now she's controlling her own. Very on brand for Naomi.
yeah.
Very on
There
brand.
talk about controlling your exit, yeah.
Yes. Yes, there you
Uh,
go. Talk about controlling your exit. Very on brand. I think that's a good little um phrase there.
yeah.
Um Yeah, I don't know. That's where I'm at. I think some of those could
Uh,
potentially work decently, and
oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you came up with some good stuff. Thank you.
just wondering if anything else is hitting. Um what about um one phrase that comes to mind, the show must go on is kind of an interesting phrase here too. Stage man, this is like the default rule for stage managers, right? So if somebody misses an entrance or an exit or a prop doesn't go out, like the show must go on kind of thing.
Yeah,
um yeah, so I wonder if there's something with that too, that um the show must go on. Maybe that could even be a theme throughout. Diagnosed with cancer, but the show must go on. Here we are at the show, and you could really even make it uplifting. You could use that phrase two or three, four times throughout. Open with that, and then do the callback at the end to Naomi. Thanks for inviting me here. And everyone raise a glass to Naomi. The show must go on, kind of thing, and just end on a really touching note, something
yeah.
like that.
Sounds good. I like it.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah. So I could like do this all day, man. So just you know, but yeah. Well, let's switch gears here a little bit. We'll play around, and
All right.
we'll do maybe just for a few minutes. So for those watching or listening, if you head over to michaelhalcom.live, which is my personal website, you'll find over there, mm, of course, a daily blog and a number of things. And for some reason, the share button isn't working here right now, so it's not letting me share it. But so let me see if I can get something to work here. We might not be able to do this. It might not let me do it. So let me see here. And I can edit all this out, by the way. Yeah, it's not letting me share for some reason. I don't know why. This is the first time it's ever done this. Well, here we go. Finally got it to work. All right. So for everybody watching or listening, if you head over to michaelhalcom.live, just the daily blog there, and you can see all kinds of stuff. But what we're interested here is if you scroll down, you'll see a social section. All kinds of stuff there, links to the social media, but go all the way to the bottom, and there's a few links that say the Joke Writers Lab. We're interested here in the one that says joke writing exercises. And so if you click that, a new page will open, and this is a bunch of little writing exercises that I've created, that I've actually coded on the computer, just like to get the juices flowing and whatnot. And the idea here is we can use these to just do some on the spot comedy, which is always really fun. Sometimes, most of these are just, we're just not going for the best joke. We're just going for a joke, you know. So we have jokes from headlines, and these are just from headlines in the news today. We have other different kinds of things, jokes from cliches or roasting or all sorts of different things. Finish the triple, finish the setup. So we'll just see what we can do. Jokes from headlines. These are all timed because comedians work on a clock, but we're not beholden to the time thing here. The idea is if you hit generate prompt, it's going to pull a news headline from some actual news source today, some newspaper, something like that. Some of them I have no idea what they mean. So like here's one: energy, water, bonds. What are Iran's targets if Trump hits power plants? So stuff like that. Most of these are political. Hospital apology over boy's death after trainee doctor pierced artery.
Oh, jeez.
So, um,
That's God, he came in for a pierced ear. And
yeah, right. What did he used to work at Claire's? Um, Claire's in the mall. Um, so let's see. When voters worry about affordability, many point to health care. When voters
yes.
worry about affordability, many point to health care.
Well, yeah.
Some of these are easier than others, but yeah, when
The
voters worry about affordability, many point to health care. To which the Democrats said, "What health care? I don't know. I don't know."
yeah, oh boy, that's so general.
Yes, it's very general. Here we go. Trump speaks after announcing delay on Iran attacks. Trump speaks after announcing delay on Iran attacks.
Well, he hasn't. That's not news. He hasn't stopped speaking a day. He's been in office
Right.
for more than about 15 minutes, and that's when he's asleep, I think.
Yeah.
Uh, uh,
After, yes, that's good. Announcing delay on Iran attacks. This makes me think of when I think of like delay, I think too of like either the airport. I also think of like the McDonald's ice cream machine, which is kind of overplayed, but um Trump speaks after announcing delay on Iran attacks.
uh, yeah, and I'm
Delay on
thinking that
Iran.
there might be a connection for a joke with some of the planes couldn't get off the ground. The TSA is still not being
Right.
paid.
Right.
You know, the
Yes,
lines were
exactly.
so long. The lines were so long. The pilots couldn't get to their planes fast enough.
TSA, Trump speaks after. There you go. TSA, Trump speaks after. I don't know, something with that. What about uh oh man, I just had one in it. It flew out. Delay of game. Trump speaks after announcing delay on Iran attacks. Also delayed lower gas prices, something like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. He's um. Well, he is. You could tie it to just another delay. So many delays. The Epstein files release. So many delays.
that's right.
So many
Yeah.
delays to get to. He can't get to all of them. So he's going to delay what he can today, but he's
Yes.
running out of time.
I
Uh,
like that. I like that a lot. Trump speaks after announcing. All right, we'll go to another. Which countries, man, everything's about gas and oil. Which countries have strategic oil reserves? And how much? Which countries have strategic oil reserves and how much?
um,
It's like such a weird headline.
yeah, and not really a news story as much
Yeah,
as kind of a
exactly.
fact. Uh, uh, okay, so is this just to make us jealous that we don't have huge oil desert reserve?
Because that's where Trump's going next. Which countries have strategic oil reserves and how much? Because that's where Trump's going next.
Oh, I see. That's where they're figuring
Yeah.
out who's got the oil. So where's Trump's aiming his, military? Um,
Yes. Is ex Google boss Matt Britton the right person to steer the BBC? Oh my gosh.
huh. Well, blimey. I who would have
Yes. It's interesting that Matt Britton is gonna go to Britain.
that's true.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ex Google boss Matt Britton the right person to steer the BBC? I don't know. Let me Google it.
Well, it might be the right person, but the wrong name. It's going to be too
Yes.
confusing
Yes.
for those Brits to keep up with Britain.
Very good. I love it. Let's try some of these other ones here. I find that this can just get the creative juices flowing, right?
Right.
Here's one. All right, I like this. Finish the setup. So what I did was I took thousands of jokes. A lot of these are from Conan O'Brien, and I chopped off the punchline and left the setup. So our idea is our task is to use his setup but come up with our own punchline.
All right.
All right, so we hit generate setup, and there you go. The government of Iraq, man, another political one, has offered to mediate between Saudi Arabia and Iran. The government of Iraq has offered to mediate between Saudi Arabia and Iran.
Huh. All right. That's kind of like asking a bulldog to mediate a chicken fight or something like that.
This will come after Trump's delay, though, but only after Trump's delay.
But
I want to do something about the Strait of Hormuz here. That's kind of funny. Strait of Hormuz. But it's offered to mediate between Saudi Arabia and Iran. Let's do another one. The show Jeopardy is being called sexist for presenting a category called What Women Want.
Jeez. Well,
I'll take easily offended for 1,000, Alex.
Good. Jeez. It's going to be difficult to narrow it down to just 5 clues. Yeah, this is going to be the new workbook version of Jeopardy.
That's right. Something about a daily double here. I was being called sexist for presenting a category called What Women Want. I'll take what is it? And you've landed on the daily double D or something like that. Yep. Oh gosh. All right, here we go. Many fans have started an online petition urging ABC to continue the show Roseanne without Roseanne.
Huh. That's interesting. Okay. Well, they've got a ready stand-in at least for the new star standing by.
Many fans have started an online petition urging ABC to continue to show Roseanne without Roseanne.
They should first probably urge Roseanne, I should think. That would be step number 1. But
what was a I was thinking, like, what was a classically just terrible show? Many fans have started an online petition urging ABC to continue the show Roseanne without Roseanne. If they'd only done the same thing with the Bill Cosby show.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Florida, a drunk, half-naked woman crashed her car into a Waffle House.
Okay.
In Florida, a drunk, half-naked woman crashed her car into a Waffle House.
She wanted quick service, so she showed up topless.
What's worse, that it was in Florida or Waffle House? What's more fitting is that it's in Florida or a Waffle House. In Florida, a drunk, half-naked woman crashed her car into a Waffle House. I told my wife to quit driving. I don't know. Stupid.
All right.
Here's one. We'll do one more.
Appropriate.
Astronomers say they now know the approximate weight of the Milky Way. Astronomers say they now know the approximate weight of the Milky Way.
Well, that's a relief. I was worried about that all day.
Great. That's a relief. Uh,
We can all relax now.
yeah.
Jeez.
That's a good one to end on right there, man. That's funny, dude. Oh man. Well, Mac, dude, I've had so much fun hanging out with you, dude. It's been
Well, me
really
too,
fun.
Michael. Thank you. That was
Yes.
great fun.
Yes.
So,
And for those of you watching or listening, make sure that you head over to mackdryden.com and check out Mac's website. You can get in touch with him there. Got the phone number, the whole thing. You can see things he's got coming up, watch past shows, see some clips and things like that. MackDryden.com. Go check that out. And after you've done that, head over to michaelhalcomb.live and you can find all sorts of comedy resources there. Some of them free, some of them paid, but all sorts of comedy resources. Got a daily comedy blog, a bi-weekly comedy podcast. Make sure you subscribed. But this has been really fun, Mac. Thanks for all the insights and stories and laughs. And best to you on the living funeral that's coming up.
thanks. I might need that for sure. Been a lot of fun, Michael. Thank you so much for having
Yes.
me. Really
Thank
appreciate
you,
it.
man. Always good to connect with another Kentucky resident. But I appreciate you. For those of you watching or listening, thank you so much. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit share, leave a comment, all the things. We're going to stop there and say we hope that helps.
It's all messed up, yeah. Everything's messed up. We're going from this mess up to the next setup. Everything seems so messed up, but it's just our setup.